Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to our house. Tonight we have a very different video. I mean, this is Prime Month, and then I was trying to have a conversation with all of you, my friends, my family, because it's hard sometimes or difficult to coming out. I mean, for me, coming out is coming out many times, mostly every day, or mostly, yeah, it's kind of hard, but I will explain that later. So I want to start talking about my experience, how I feel when I was growing up like a gay child, like a gay teenage, like a gay young adult. Okay, so I don't want to be also too much drama, so I want to do something funny, and I said I never had makeup myself. This is not a drag queen makeup. They also know it's a queen makeup or top model makeup. It's just to have fun. So, and this idea was my mom, because my mom has so Mexicans have this idea that if you are gay, you want to assume a role, like a women role, or your gender identification is like a woman, like a. It's not my case. I respect all the people that has that, but not my case. So to get fun, let's go to start making up, because after in a couple of hours we are going to the Racing Flag from Let Be Price Fest. Okay, so I have here, first of all, I already put my primer. So because I don't want to take too much time, so my primer is already there. I already dried my primer, and I will put me my base. So I have here the base, and it's a liquid base. So let's try to do this. I think I put too much. I just doing whatever my friends used to do. I think they put like a little bit here, little bit like that, and then like that, because this is the one that they had to difuminate. Okay, so I will put some like this to cover everything. Oh, this is the base. Remember that it has to be, I think, all over the face. Hopefully I don't get too much messy, otherwise and I need a bigger mirror. Okay, I think like that. Thanks God, I think I don't need too much, because I think it's my skin is like a 15 years teenage. Okay, after that I'm going to start to difuminate this. Okay, and I think they just do it like this. Okay, so I come back with you after I finish to put this all over my face. Okay, so I already had my foundation. I bought a medium coverage. I should have a higher level of coverage, but like I was telling you, it's not for a drag, so it's just to have fun and to be with you guys. So I had to do my eyes, but I want to tell you that when I was I want to talk about my experience, about the people that was around me. okay, and about my point of view, how some situation made me feel. Okay, after that, I want to say that it was hard. I don't think in the kindergarten was hard, because I don't think it was very. Even I was, or I think I was pretty feminine. Pretty feminine, is that the word? I was pretty feminine. There was no difference between my mates. So then I went to the elementary. At the elementary, it was like it started a little bit of bullying. No, in the first grades, to be honest. But when you are grown up, there are more people that start bullying, right? Like you walk like a girl, why you walk like that, and also I was not too much interested in sport, and that was something that really hurt my confidence, I think, because that was another thing that my dad always asked me. He said, "Oh, your brothers are good in football. Why you only want to be in your room?" I had to play with my toys. So he was like questioning a lot about that. Like I said before, I don't want that he didn't something bad, but I think it will be more. It will be smart if he tried to go to play football with me, or to try to find a sport that I'm probably interested. So that was hard, and it was hard also that I have a aunt that she was very religious, and it was so stressful for me when accidentally I heard she visited my mom, my dad, I guess, and she was telling my mom, "Had you noticed something weird, something different from Oscar? Have you noticed he?" I said, and my mom, "Oh yeah, but he likes to do that. I don't feel." But she said, she was a, he's started like with that attitude, and then she's going to become a fact, and that is a sign. He cannot be with Christ if he's acting like that. And you like Christ, people from Christ, you cannot admit that your son be like that. And also you are going to have problems with his dad. So when I heard that, it really hurt myself and my confidence, because I feel like I was doing something wrong, and I was no whatever my dad expect from me. So my dad was alcoholic. It was a lot of things, and then whatever I saw fighting with my man, I always think that I was the cause of this happen. So that lack of confidence it makes me like more people bullying me outside. So I was a guy that only study in the afternoon, study, play with my toys. So I always have like a A+ during all the elementary. They went to the junior high school, and again, but in junior high school I started having more friends, and I started feeling, to be honest, attracted. I had this guy, very close friend. He always been alone at his home, so before school or when we don't have school, I always go with him, and we watch TV, we eat something, and I start feeling like that kind of connection. But I think or realized that he was no gay, that he doesn't have the same connection that I was hoping that he has. So that's happened. But if I still talking, I never going to finish with this. Okay, so for this, I will apply first of all. I think this one, the clear color, in all over my, all over here, all this. I will apply 3. I think I will do first of all for over this one. Probably it's too clear, but there is no show. Okay, so you know what? I had another here, but okay, I finished with this because okay, so over this, and then I was telling you, I don't never do this, so I just doing whatever I thinking is right. Okay, so I put this one, and then I want to use this like kind of purple in the top of my, I think over here. You see, this is kind of purple. I hope it don't look like my husband punched my eyes. So all this one, okay, over here, and then I had this kind of silver or gray, and this is going to in this side. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I think it's, yeah, so and then just deforminate. I think I will deforminate with my hands in a bit to do all the, yeah, okay, so that's happened. So for junior high school, I was,
so the young guy, did you tell him anything?
No, I didn't tell nothing. And it was funny because also I had some guys, some another mates from the school, that they was pushing me. Hey, you like the boys, and bullying me. But especially one, when one day he catch me alone. I was I don't know, finished school at around 8. He catch me alone. He said he went with me to take the bus, and then he was asking me if I can get a blow job. So, and I remember that I was scared. I don't know. Probably I really wanted. I don't know if I wanted, to be honest. So in my mind was a lot of things. But I remember that after that, when we had physical class, I don't know how they know this here, we had these pants, and I remember when nobody was watching me, or when I go to the bathroom, he go beside after me, and he say, hey, and so I go and say, what do you want? And then he said, he just got the pants like this and showed me that. I say, look at this. And look at this. I say, I know you want it. And I say, oh God. So it was not too bad like I was in the elementary school. But it was, I think it's adolescent. To be adolescent, it was like a hard. Especially for me that I don't know where I should support. There was things that it's supposed that I had to do, but I probably want to do another thing. But that's it. So I'm going to finish my other eyes and I come back. I already finished my eyes. It looks a little dark, but I hope when everything is finish, it's going to out very good. I think I want a heavy eyes, a heavy strong eyes. So I need to put my eyeliners. I need to put my eyelashes. I don't know how they call fake eyelashes. Okay, go back to the chat. So it was a really conflict to me to talk with my dad, especially when I had all that point about the, and I think it was not only one aunt. I think the other aunt also talk about this point because they were worried about me about I do something wrong, or I wait for another, I take a turn that I don't want. They supposed to know I shouldn't take it. So so it was a conflict to talk if I should talk with my dad, if I should talk with my family, or what. So I decide don't talk with them. So so then I decide to go to the college because I said, okay, I go to the college, I finish college, and then get out from my house and do the life that I want, right? So
sometimes in Mexico you can go directly from secondary school into college rather than going into high school. Right?
Exactly. You can choose. But you decide to go to the college, in that moment, now you can do college and high school at the same time. By that moment, you go to the college, and then if you want to go to university, you have to take high school again. So I decided to do that. I went to the college, and it was hard. It was hard because it was people older than me, but it was I got a really nice friend. She was a nice girl. She was whatever I want to be. She was a strong personality. She was really nice. She was a really close friend. So we had a lot of things in common. We go to do classes together. We go out together. So in my mind, I said I had to be straight. So I asked if she wants to be my girlfriend. So we were together. I can't remember how long. And then obviously it didn't happen, nothing. So it was like kind of weird, right? So she was a friend, right? Basically. So in that moment, she came with me one day. We went out. She came with me, and she said, "I want to talk with you." So when she said that, I said, "Oh, she's going to." I had to be honest with her and say, "Yeah, I think I'm gay, right?" But actually, I let her to talk first, and then she told me that she was lesbian. That for me was I said, "Oof." So after that, we started going out to gay clubs. That was clandestine clubs at that time. In Jalapa, there was clandestine. There was a very famous that they called the El Pocito. That was like I don't know the name in English. So I remember that you had to go to a house, you knock you ring the bell, and then in the third house, they open the door. No, this house, you leave one house, and the other house, they open the door. It was like nobody there. So you go down, everything was dark, and after that, in the patio, they had the parties. So it was so funny, it was so, and then to go out, you had to wait till they check in the window it if somebody was there. So in that way you can go out and then you go home. So, but then revolution happened so fast, and I remember I finished the college, and then I came to, and then I think, yeah, I finished college. I started working like another 1-2 years. It was not too bad in my work. It was like a people more open mind. But then I decided that I want to immigrate to Canada. So I said, okay, let's go to Montreal. So I decided to go to Montreal. I don't speak any French. I know that they speak French, but I said they should be people that speak English. That it was kind of yes, kind of not, but I remember that I say I speak my English is very well, so I will go. It's very good my English, so I will go. So I decided to go. Unfortunately, I get a job in a fast food. The owner was Greek, and I remember when I had my interview, she said, she asked me if I speak French. I said, no, I don't speak nothing. But I had already, I enrolled my course in the University of Montreal. I had my course for the French. So I said, everything is fine. And actually I speak English. So, and then I remember at the first day, after 1 hour, he said, Oscar, can you come here? I said, yes. He said, you don't speak English. I said, oh. But okay, that is not the point. That is no, let's go now to the focus. Lose the focus. So I start, and then I start going out to see the gay village and everything. And I had a nice time, but also after 6 months, I said I had to go back to Mexico because I don't feel really confident to be by myself in another country. I mean, especially, I don't know. I said I think I had to go back to Mexico. So I went back to Mexico, and after that, I arrived and then I started going out now with a group of friends, and it's a wide group of friends. Because when I was with this girl from the college, even we were friends and we got together. Okay, she got a girlfriend, so it was like not the same relationship. So I feel again like alone, and I was not able to build my group of friends. So, and I go back to Mexico. Suddenly everything was more open. There was clubs, gay clubs, and I started going out with some friends. But it was so funny because I had more gay friends, and I said, oh, finally I will fit in one place. But it was so funny because for some group of people, I was too gay, I was too feminine. And for another group of people, I was not gay enough. So if we call in Mexico, like for example, the las vestidas, that is mean the dress up, the gays that they are more into fashion, but kind of wear not like a women, but wearing some clothes of women and everything. And then the musculocas, that is this group of gays that they take care too much of their body. That is good, right? But that they act like straights, and they are like walking like this, like that, and they go together, but they don't want to have nothing to do with this group, and the other group doesn't want nothing to do. And besides that, all this about the economic class. So we had already these two divisions, and then we add the division for the economic class. So I said, what the heck, now where are you going? So finally, I met my friends, that it was a diverse group, because I had a friend that he was a teacher in the university, really good friend, really close. I really love. Hopefully I don't know if he's going to watch this video, because for moments happened we lost our relationship, even we were very close, but finished. And then my other friend, it was we call Mia. He is David. He was he's a cloth designer, fashion designer. He is so spontaneous. He is so outgoing, so confident. Yeah. And then I had my other really close friends that he used to work in the family business. He already passed. I miss him so much. His name was, we call him Nadia. And so there was the designer that he always wearing brand clothes and everything, very expensive bags, and he has the bag like this, and I don't care, and la la la. I don't care, I'm rich, I'm pretty, okay. And then Nadia, and then Nuka, and I told him Nuka, that is Jorge, I'm the guy that passed. He always in the party. He worked in the family's business, but always there after finish work, party. It was party from Monday to Sunday. Sometimes we had 1 or 2 days off, but it was like that. But he was just party. I remember that sometimes we had 7-8 days straight party, and I go to work, and then I go to sleep 1-2 hours, and they party again. But it was part of this. I think it was part of grew up, and in my own research to where I want to be. Okay, so I do many mistakes, and one of the mistakes was like one of the mistakes, it was that, and I regret, it was not talk directly with my father, because I'm pretty sure he knows that I'm gay, right? But probably, I remember one day he asked me directly, here right wrong, he asked me, I want you to, this person told me that you are gay, and I want that you tell me. So, I don't know, but the only thing that I was able to answer is say, why you want to know? Why you want to know? And they said, I need to know, but just tell me. I know it's not going to change. You will still be my son. It's not going to change nothing. So my answer was, instead yes, or I said no, I'm not going to tell you, because it's not going to change nothing. It doesn't have any points that I tell you I like this or I like that. But I think it was, I should say, because it was a part to liberate myself, to free myself, right? So the first person that I told that I was gay, it was my brother, my eldest brother, I love him so much. He's now in heaven. And I remember I told him, he always said that we used to hang out together quite a bit. And then I remember that sometimes we hang out together. Sometimes he's already having parties. He called me, hey, he was already with friends. Or sometimes sometimes he say, okay, let's go to have a drink, and we had a drink together. So I was working with him. I was working in his company. So I remember that one day I was so afraid, and I said the only person that I can say or I can be honest is with him, and also because he deserved it, right? Has been so good with me that he deserved to know what I feel. So I remember I told him, and he just hugged me and everything. It was so nice, so good, and I feel completely free. That was different with my other brothers. I had another brother that really loved him so much, and he also was too close with me. He and his girlfriend in that moment. And yeah, we had a very good relationship, but I think when I become more visible like a gay, it was like you know, I don't prefer to talk about this. You don't have to tell me about this. And I remember a couple of times trying to explain that, say, hey, I remember he said, don't tell me nothing. I don't need to know, and I don't want to know. But I in my feeling, I say, you need to know, right? So that was hard. And then I went to live to Europe for 2 years, around 2 years. And I went to England. I was in England. I was in Italy, France, and a little bit in Spain. But it was basically the same. It's basically the same. I mean, it was, I don't know, but in my own experience about community, it was like a hard to fit again. But I spent 2 years that it was to know myself, and it was good. Then I go back to Mexico, and I think I still having my life, having the same problems, coming out every time, because it is, you know, somebody, and the people assume that you are straight, right? Till this moment, that I need to start putting the contour, and let's start putting the contour, because if not, we are not going to finish, and we come back. Okay, I want to put the contour first. Holy moly. So, I think the people do like this. It's so clear. Okay, it's like that. And then this one. Okay. Okay, like that. Like that. Okay. So I come back. Okay, and then I had to put. I come back when I defuminate all this. Okay. Okay, I just finished to put a little bit of bronzer, even I don't need, because I spent all day at the sunshine. Okay, so I was telling you, so for me, I think it's coming out every time, because I start talking with someone or whatever, especially that we don't know each other too much, and the first, how is your family, blah blah blah, and then normally the first question is, so your wife is here, your wife is in back Mexico, your wife is Canadian, and every time is the same. And people assume because I am a man, they assume that I had to have a wife, right? So sometimes I explain, and lately I don't explain. I mean, I just let the people think whatever they want, right? And it's because for me it's like a kind of tired these things, right? Yeah, so it's coming out with that. I miss so much my mom. Sometimes it's so funny because I want to do this video with her, because she has struggled so much. I don't want to push her because I know she is doing her best to accept to me. She loves my husband. She get along with him very well. Yeah, so my thing is these videos, everything is get better or whatever. Of course it gets better. Actually, in this moment, I think this is the best moment of my life. I grew up a lot of after I get married, but I think it was that the moment that had somebody that I can be myself without any restriction, and I really grateful I got this point of my life. It has been difficult, yes, it has been difficult, and like I say, every day is, I think it's like a coming out. It has been working better. It has been advanced a lot since I was 18 years old, and I had to go clandestine bar, and I had to look, there is nobody, so I can go out from that bar. It happens too much till this moment. Okay, so I need to open this. I need to finish my eyeliner, and then I think I will be ready for go to the fried raisin. So let me open this and I come back with you. Hi everyone, so the fried raisin was a success, and I don't know, you can see my eyes. Okay, so we go back to home and I will reveal how it looks everything, and I finish to chat with you. Thank you, kisses. Bye-bye. Mucha honra. Oski Mar. Hello. This is Oscar again with you. Okay, so we just arrived from the fried raisin. It was very good. And this is the how it looks. I really like the eyeshadows, and I really like the eyes browns. Not the eyes brown, the eyes lashes.
Eyelashes.
The eyelashes. I think it looks good. The little liner for the eye. I thought that it was like a I don't know, like a pen, but it was actually like the real pencil. So it took me a little bit. So yeah, it's not too bad. I need to work a little bit to make it a little bit more exact. But anyway, so I was talking with you guys, and I was right to the point of my life now. So one of the things that I want to share is how my mom took that I going to marry, and then all that. With my mom back home, I already told him. She already knows that I'm gay. But I think for the mom, at least in my case, it was a little bit not too easy. Surprised my dad. I think it was at the end when he knows said okay, and he didn't add anymore, right? For good or for bad. And actually he was he was not too open, not too supportive, but he said okay. So, but I think for my mom it is like Mexico's a lot of machismo, macho men. So I think like and mostly all the women are the ones that educate the child in that way. So I think that was the hard part for her. But it surprised me, and I really appreciate that she has been working in that. She already has been with us in 2 prides in Calgary. And at the last one, I think last year, she walked. Actually, she did all the parade walking with us. She was walking all the Calgary Pride parade, and it was so too much fun. And she is so supportive, and she was the one that she told me about make this video, because like I was telling you, in her mind, if gay means that you want to dress like a woman or be like a woman, that is not my case. Actually, it's the first time that I make on myself, and I like it, but it's not something I really enjoy be out with my naked face. So that's it, and I don't know if my producer and husband wants to ask me something. Yeah, so that's it. Meanwhile, I will go to, this is the lipstick that I wearing now. It's very naked. It's not too much difference between my lips and the lipstick. So, can you see? So,
just hold still. Hold still.
Okay. So, I will wear now a strong red, cherry red.
Oh goodness!
To see how it looks. So let's and I think it's also I think with the time that it's happened, probably it's not like it gets better. Or I don't know. It's definitely get better because I grew up like a person, so I was no taken too much they criticize. I mean, they criticize, every people criticize. So I was thinking to take the good things and the bad things, just leave it there. I know once I know get into argue with people because it's going to be hard, right? For me, it was hard to accept myself like a great person. I think the other people is if I expect that other people accept me right away, it's going to be, we had to work a lot, and that is a good thing, like to show and to be and to this Pride celebration, to show all the difference between people. I think is good. I think it's one good point, because there is lots of people different, right? So let's try this. And so I don't know how is this. So oh no, I wrong. This is the gloss, I think. I had to use this one first. So yeah. It's not, actually it's not, it's not red, and actually it tastes like a cherry. So that is that one, and I think now I had to use the other one to make like a shine. Oh yeah. So hopefully next year we had a big celebration, so I can celebrate with my mom and obviously my husband and all of you. So how it looks that. Okay, happy Pride. Remember to be yourself, be proud of yourself, and love yourself. Okay, I love you so much, and see you next time. Bye bye.
Can you say that in Spanish for your mom?
Of course. Mami, te amo mucho. Gracias por trabajar en tu... Sé que ha sido difícil para ti, pero gracias por trabajar en aceptarme tal cual soy. Gracias.
Gracias. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Feliz.
Feliz Pride.
Pride.
O feliz Día del Orgullo.
Love you.
Love you.